Hello everybody, my name is Connor Phillips and this is your 1 o'clock news. Tonight's story, we will be taking a journey to China to see exactly what is going on with the struggle, to take a sneak peek at the lives of the Chinese people, and to take a brief look at the history of these people, and how they ended up in the modified communist state that they are in today. This is Fox News. On your screen right now is a picture of the map of China taken in 1966. This map shows the major landscapes of China during both the takeover and the revolution, which is occurring now. To the far right corner, you should see a little orange island. This island is Taiwan. Taiwan is the place where the majority of the nationalists went when they were forced out of China in 1949 as a result of the communist takeover. Right now I'm focusing on the rise of communism through the Cultural Revolution in China. As many of you already know, China has gone through a lot in the last decade. Between their own falling behind economically during the Industrial Revolution, the brutal attacks by Japan during World War II, and the Civil War, in which the communists fought against the nationalists. With more on the Civil War, I take you to the astounding interviewer, Tyler Smith, who is with Dan Austin, an expert from the USA. Tyler?
Thank you, Connor. Well, I'm here with Dan, who is an expert on communist government and U.S. government with a PhD in political science and 12 years of time spent in China as a U.S. politician. We are in lovely Monrovia, California, where he lives, to talk with him about the Chinese Revolution. Now, Dan, what style of government came from the aftermath of World War II?
In the aftermath of World War II, a communist government emerged in China backed by the USSR. The USSR, fearful of the Japanese on the border, supported the communist government.
Is there anything that the U.S. did to help or stop this from happening?
The U.S. government didn't take any official action against the communist government, wanting to maintain healthy diplomatic relations with the Soviet Union.
Is this good or bad news for the U.S.?
This isn't necessarily the best situation for the United States, the Soviet Union being a rival of the United States and gaining an additional communist country in Asia, but in the long run, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Welcome back. Now that we have heard some background information on the revolution in China, we take you to Soviet Russia to hear from Viktor Fedorov with Tyler on the revolution and how China is looking in the eyes of the USSR. Tyler?
Thank you. Now I'm here with a Soviet citizen and politician with a PhD in political science. So Victor, what does the USSR think of the Chinese right now?
Well, we certainly don't think they're worth our investment that we've been putting into them.
Why exactly is that?
Well, we aren't happy with the Chinese because we funded money into a communist party, but right now they're not acting or following it.
How's that?
Well, they're acting like communists, but instead of trying to spread the area of worldwide equality and stuff like that, they've been reserved in a loud world. And like Mao said as an example, that we are revisionist. But kind of like Trotsky said 30 years ago. But they use it in two different contexts, you see? Because as Mao says, he believes that we're trying to rewrite history and trying to do so hard that we do not even focus on the events of the modern day world. But as Trotsky says, it's because we're simply disappointed with our nation's ideas and actions in the past, and that changes our future. So basically, the Chinese are trying to adapt our ideas and change them to fit themselves instead of just following our solid ideologies.
How exactly is Mao doing this?
Well, he's doing this way that he obviously copied from us. Well, you can see that he's been trying to teach the kids of his nation the importance of communism and his ideas on politics at a young age, kind of like our form of re-education, so he can show that his is the best form of government.
Thank you for your time.
Hello, welcome back. We've been through the USA's point of view on the revolution and how we feel about the Chinese turn to a modified communist government. Then we went through the USSR, what they did to support the revolution, and how they regret it, since China is trying to be reserved and ignore parts of its past while keeping to itself just like the Mensheviks. And now we take you to Isaac in China with Tyler, and wow, has he been doing a lot of traveling lately. I kind of pity him. But it's okay, you're tough looking out there. Good job, dude. With Wei Chen for the first interview in China by the USA since the revolution occurred.
So Wei, how was life before the revolution and how is life now?
共产党还没有来的时候，我们的生活真的不好。我老害怕我会找不到过得吃的东西喂我家里面的人，还有日本的人会害了我家里面的人，还是偷我们家的东西。共产党来的时候真的救了我们，我很感谢他们。
How do you feel about changing communism to fit your country instead of just adapting the USSR's version of communism?
我觉得俄国的共产党真的很不好，他们老管别的国家的权势，我们的共产党就管我们自己的人，我很感谢他们，他们救了我们，我真的很感谢毛泽东。
Thank you for your time.
Today we visited China and focused on how big some small changes can be, and how some small differences between two political systems can make them worlds apart. I'm Connor Phillips, and this has been your 1 O'Clock News.